was the lead.
All right, we're back with another
king on the planet Nibiru,
Dawn of the Titans.
and his half-brother Enki, who was actually the firstborn. They were in charge of the Earth contingent. Procreation was out of control, and Enlil gets enraged. He decides he's going to eliminate all humans and created what we know as Noah's flood. And we all thought that humans should be erased. They were too troublesome. And Enki, like Prometheus in the Greeks, took the side of the humans and said, no, they should be preserved.
According to legend, Enki warned King Ziusudra to build a boat so that he might be saved from the great flood, just as Noah was directed to build an ark in the stories of the Hebrew Bible.
Interesting.
But both stories have their origins in historical fact.
At Ur and other cities, we have evidence of floods, major floods. People have associated this with the story of Noah's flood, and there are flood stories in other cultures. So I think we have a trend here where over and over people have doubted the myths, have doubted the legends, but in fact, with more research, we find that they have a genuine basis.
Could the similarities of these two tales be attributed to mere coincidence? Or might the story of Noah be directly based on the story of a displeased Anunnaki god? A god who was bent on destroying the hybrid creatures that inhabited the earth.
Enki, the Anunnaki god, told the Sumerian king Ziusudra that there was going to be this flood, the same flood of the Bible, and that he needed to build a craft, we would say today a boat, to escape it. However, it's quite possible that the craft that he made to escape this flood was actually a spaceship, and that he went into space in order to escape the flood, into orbit around our planet.
Come on, you can do it.
The thing that unites ancient cultures all across the world is that pretty much each and every one of them have flood mythologies attached to them. Deluges, great floods, just swamping and covering the entire planet, wiping out whole races of people. In most cultures, this is put down to the work of the gods or a god displeased with the human race. Now, of course, today, many people place that in a UFO context. Other people place it in a religious context. But many researchers sort of view biblical accounts and stories as having a basis in fact, but of extraterrestrial origins.
Both the Bible and specifically the ancient Sumerian accounts make it clear that the flood was something which the gods created. The gods made this flood happen. And so what we're seeing in the ancient accounts is basically an interaction between the Anunnaki on the one hand and our ancestors on the other hand. The Anunnaki basically make sure that we as a species will survive, because sections of the Anunnaki
Got it.
on destroying everything on this planet.
Is it possible that the Anunnaki were responsible for causing what has been called the Great Flood? And did the flood destroy virtually all evidence of the Anunnaki's time on Earth? Perhaps the answer can be found, not here on Earth, but on another planet, more than 34 million miles away. Gale Crater, Mars. August 6th, 2012. The Curiosity lands on the Martian surface to evaluate the suitability of the planet for human exploration. The one-ton rover will find signs of surface water, a key element for sustaining life.
I think one of the very fascinating things from a biology point of view is, let's say Mars, for a period in its history, was similar enough to Earth that life could start to evolve.
They're down to 3. And Garoppolo, under some pressure, and the pass is caught. By George Kittle, his first catch of the game, and a first down. Troy Hill was
about the processes on Earth that were successful, right? And comparing it to how far could all the life get on Mars and where did it fail?
But is it possible, as some ancient astronaut theorists believe,
by Metcalf, which would be enough for the
they
first.
also
Here we go.
Which could be enough for the first down. If it's pulled out of bounds. After flipping the catch of gone out of bounds. That's the way they're ruling it.
On to the next one.
And the challenges. Otherwise, you leave them like a try. Little timeouts. On to the 11th. That's Grayson carries. Bounds take us to the 2-minute warning. That play, it looked like the catch was made and then knocked out of bounds. As we will go to the 2-minute warning. A smiling Pete Carroll. It was at one time 20-6 Browns, but the Seahawks have battled back for the lead and control of this game.
T-Mobile's network connects baseball fans across the league. But now we're going even farther. Our newest, most powerful signal is here to help everyone connect. Introducing the T-Mobile 600 megahertz signal. No signal reaches farther or is more reliable. Built 5G ready. This means everything for everyone.
Chop, chop, chop away. I got that down to one guy instead of two. I'm gonna go destroy these guys so they don't keep hitting me. He's a little higher level, I think. I think this is one. So he does a little more damage. All the other guys. Here, look, a free spell. That was a lot of units hit me at once. So now it reduced down to only 2 fire ones. Oh, okay, good. I didn't even get halfway. That's good because I took precautions. Really? They just came out with the smartwatch that you play with. You pay with your credit card through the smartwatch now. And they even have a device that you connect to your phone and you can pay through like one of those people that own their own business that can't afford cash registers and all that crap. You still gotta pay taxes on it. Ugh. Oh, I thought I was watching the 49ers. Oh, that's a Seahawks game. Let's check here first, guys. Check this out. I am now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th place in the guild, or alliance, what they call it. And over here, we just upped because of my efforts, and some other people trying to erase my points. They're trying to, beat me. We just went up from 8 to 7 Our goal is supposed to be 6 according to our leaders. That's another couple, almost 3. I think it's under 3 million points. But my goal is to get how many more points? The 6,066 plus whatever I have left over to get to 2, which would be under 300,000. So it would be almost a million just to get to the next spot. Oh yeah, this one. I gotta update the app first. Well, it says first it tells me to update it, and then it tells me, oh, that was the second app. Here we go. Damn it. Come on. Get out of there. Run, get out of there. Sometimes if you go up all the way up here, it'll give you free spells. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Ooh, that was close. Oh my god, my relic's full again. Where we at though? Soul event. 340 for the next reward. Oh yeah, that one's worth getting gems.
Inspired at a loss of 5 yards. This is what we call a bull rush right here. Coming off the head, that's Bosa. Watch him put his nose in to Whitworth tackle, get his hands inside, and just drive him into the quarterback. And you know what? Anytime you get that kind of pressure, and then you get this coverage underneath, you know that's that coverage. That's what that's called. You got my cat, you got your cat. Don't let him off. Meanwhile, an injured player, Joe Doku, he left guard for the Rams. And shaken up, and we'll take a timeout. We'll be back to the Coliseum shortly.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can actually turn this louder now. Because my roommate's not here today. Yay!
We're big muffin people. We're fresh, cracked, sizzled, and toasted until golden people. It's time to come back to the breakfast table. It's time to wake up breakfast with McDonald's.
Accurate, 2 words.
As long as it's not that arrow guy, they'll just go and attack whatever. No, their Titan is oh, he's Hercules. Whoa, my 4-star just like knocked it down like it was nothing. I love this one. This one's so cool. The meteorites coming down. Then the lightning one. Oh, they're gonna hit me with the. Even though it says red, it's not supposed to be done there. You know, there's certain spots you can't do. Trying to freeze me? Hell no. Freeze is one of the deadliest because you can hit it. It would make them not be able to fight back. They can't do anything, but you just actually be able to give another couple of seconds to destroy it, or sometimes even a minute. It's whacking away. It's gonna be some time to fight these riders all alone without that guy over there coming. He's slower walk, that's why. I can't let them get the spell. I gotta get it. Yeah, won this one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost level 22. I mean, player 22. The fear people. Let's see how they are on the leaderboard here. Might be a whole different league. Oh, I'm gonna just check it out. They just make this? Huh. He made his own guild, or alliance, they call it. Crazy. No, thank you. I'm actually going to stick with this one for a while, especially that I've used gems to get relic stones. Get this high up there. That's before I actually do attack. I need to get the spells done up. Now that I don't need... Now that I don't need the gold right now. All I need it for is spells. Until the buildings are done building, which could take a whole day. The higher up you get, sometimes it will go up to days on the end. That's why they recommend 3, so each 3 days you get 3 buildings done. 3 and 3. Funny enough, my mom and her roommate thinks I'm crazy because I actually believe in stuff about space. And it's like, you do know that this is all true. I actually told this guy, and he's like, no, man. And I told him the basics. I said, look, man, the space station, I find it so cool. Then he started saying I was crazy. I'm like, we have a space station. So can you imagine, like, if they finally told you that, look, we actually are on Mars. We've accomplished this 20 years ago, and don't believe it because you're a bunch of idiots. You people wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't. You wouldn't believe that they're on Mars and that they're going to send nukes to Earth and destroy the rest of us. And you still wouldn't believe it, and then you would be dead, and you still wouldn't believe it. Because you're fucking idiots. Like, people are idiots. Thinking, really, you're still believing that we're the center of the universe and that we're the only things here? Imagine a couple thousand years ago, they thought the world was flat. Then we found out that we can go around it. We can go around the whole entire world. Look at this one. I'm actually going to die on this one. Wait, I might actually pull it off. Look at the freeze spell. Oh, my cat's here. You want attention. That's what's cool about cats. They don't give a shit about exploring the world. Well, actually, they do. If they had the chance to go and look, they would be curious about it, but they wouldn't care. You know, they're just curious. It's not like they actually care. They're curious. They just want to know what's there. They want the knowledge, but they're not going to do anything about it. You know? Unlike us, we would do something about it. Hey, I got it with the help. I still have 76 relic stones, and I'm only using 3 at a time. I'm not attacking castles. Because if you attack castles, you still get 10 souls. You get the same amount of souls you do as attacking the lands. Yeah, but get this. The news, the CNN, even said that one of the ladies, it's not a lady, it's a female that is a lesbian, and her wife, or her ex-wife, she used the NASA computer, which they still go through NASA, in the space station, not the shuttle, the space station, to hack into her ex-wife's bank account. Because that one, you can do stuff like that, I guess. It has access better than all other computers. That's what the ex-wife claims, that she used the computer up there. And they even she even did one of those live streams where you can actually look at this space station, look it up her, and she's talking about it. And people were like asking questions and stuff, like as if, like a YouTube video. Like a live stream YouTube video. That's what it's like. Well, that was 9. Oh, here's a 10. If it's 10,000 or more, I'll do it. And running out of power already. Look at that. So, you have CNN, you have the news channel actually reporting this stuff, saying, look, we are in space, we do have a space station, and they tell you about it every single day. And all these crazy things are starting to happen already. And we even haven't made like a humongous space station where we can actually live without the spacesuits. They have to wear spacesuits in case something happens. Because it's not, And here you have these people still not believing. They do not believe that we are in space. They do not believe. They think it has to be aliens that are in space. That we don't have the technology or the means. Just because you just can't walk down the street and get on a space shuttle and go off into space doesn't mean that we're not there. Fucking idiots, And you talk about space, people think you're crazy. You're like, really? Really, dude? So, when I tell you I want to be an astronaut so I can actually see what's really going on up there, because the people don't want to believe it. And I used to watch the Men in Black and wonder why they say that. They say, people are not ready for it. The people are stupid. A person is smart. And he's like, you darn well know it. Because he was a cop and he knew. Look at this. I just tore through this one easily. Look at that. That's fucking nice. I didn't even use all my relics. All my spells. And I always wonder, I said, no, people can handle it. They can handle space. And then you start talking to people about this shit. And you go, look. Did you know that they have found evidence on murals, on hieroglyphs, in the temples, in the pyramids of beings that are from another planet. You know, people think all those stories about the gods are just myths and stuff. What if they were real? What if those gods were actually beings with technology? Think about it. If we went back in time, with our technology, and they would either call us witches, like there's some periods in time that you go to, and they would call you a witch, or they call, I forget what the men are called, necromongers or something. I forget what the men are called when they can do magic and stuff. We would be burned at the stake. And most likely, we would bring a weapon of some sort to fight back to not be burned on the stake. And they would be throwing arrows and spears at us, and we would just gun down 4 or 5 of them while they're shooting one arrow, you know? Oh, look at that. Those lions just disappeared like that, fucker. That means he probably used them all up, or he just came on. This one's 32. I think 32 might be a little too high for me. 43, yeah. I'm staying below the 30s. Some guys, 29, all they do is just work on upgrading everything. They don't even fight. And they've been doing it for years. But look at all those. Hey. Eh. Level 20 is not worth 11. I mean, it was like 20,000 points? Maybe. Come for 2 million, come on! I need them VP. I used to call them VIP points. And then I realized there was no I in the middle. Like, you know, Columbus. They thought he was crazy, but for some reason, they still gave him ships. You know? The most powerful person was like, yeah, okay, I'll lend this to you for free. No, I think it was like agreements, like, when you get there, it's going to be our land. It would be kind of like someone lending you a space shuttle, and you going off and, ooh, those are way too high. So let's say you go off into Mars, right, and you find suitable land there that they can control, and they'd be like, well, since I gave you the spaceship, now that's going to be my land. Thank you very much. Thanks for finding it for me. 7. Damn, where are the 10s at? Did I use them? Did I get them already? Ooh, there's 16. Oh, that's level 60 and 4-star. Can't do it. Maybe if I get one of my 4 stars up to, I only have one right now. Oh. Ooh. Oh, and I deleted one of mine. Ooh, look at this. This is open. Get to earn experience through this. 2. I think 5 is the highest. Although, if you get bigger, not bigger, you upgrade your leagues in your alliance or guild, those actual monuments become, they're like monument they look like. But it's the highest I can get is 500, but once we get to an elite stage or something, we can get the next stage, which would probably be 700 experience. Be a lot better. And people still believe that the Christian Bible is the only Bible. It's like, dude, you know where the Christian Bible came from? The poet. The king said, look, write me a book. And I want you to copy the Catholic Bible and just change a few words. People think it's from us. And they all came from the original one. But then we found out that in other places there are stories that are just like the Bible, only it describes things better. It has a better description of the stories and like the floods and all that. Yes, the floods are real because they've been documented around the world. There's like 5 cultures that made a religion about the flood. And it's always a god that helps them to keep the human race alive. So it doesn't die out. Get that spell. Get that spell. Yeah, it's not gonna make it. Come on. I try to keep my troops alive, but it's not really working. Too late. So like there's the one that's the Great Flood, and also there's a story about how man was made, very similar to our story of the Christian Bible. But also people are believing that the stories of the Bible are this way, and in reality, if you read the real Bible, it describes stories totally different. Like the 3 wise men, who were they? A lot of Christians actually teach that the 3 wise men are shepherds, and that they were shepherding their flock. That's not true at all. I used to think that, I was like, why? I used to question, I said, why the hell are these 3 wise men having, and it's not like they had protection. They could call the police, be like, hey, I'm carrying all these valuable stones and items on me. Even if they were prepared, even if they had a lockbox of some sort, and they go, look, they had a lockbox, with all these precious items in it, and they only brought that from home, and then they had like an army of guards guarding the rest of their shit. Well, they say that they weren't kings, they weren't wise men, they were magites, which are like better than kings. And that they have been documented in other cultures. So if you notice that Egypt is very close to Iraq, it's on the same continent. Iraq and all that, and they found out that Iraq is one of the oldest cultures. And I was like, why? So when we went to war against them, right? They're not very civilized and upgrading like the rest of us are. They've bent on their old ways. And that Iraq had different religions before Muslims. So they didn't have that religion the whole time that they were in existence. And it wasn't called Iraq. Or maybe it was Iran. Iran or Iraq, one of those. But they didn't actually have the same belief system for thousands of years until they decided to make them a new one. But this new one actually states, a lot of people say when they read it, they say, look, it says that they mention Jesus in it. So all these religions are all connected. And people think that their religion is the best. Like, well, yeah, you may think that because you live in that part of the world. But what if they were all connected? All of them were based on the same stories, the same places. Wouldn't that be something else? That we are all from the same place. We're all made the same. We just speak different languages and look a little different. Because each part of the world, we mutated that way. This should be like something you tag. It looks like it. It's just a windmill. Like, come on, really? Look, I got more VP. So I need 31 more attacks here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here to see this. What he has. Maybe it's a she. See, we're all like, into ourselves and our neighborhood and our country that we can't see the bigger picture. Americans believe that they should go out there and all about you. You really think that you're something in this humongous universe, that you're the only thing that matters? Oh, here we go. You're not the only thing in the universe. There's millions and billions of stars. There's millions and billions of planets. There's galaxies that have all this stuff in it. You really think that you're the center of the universe? Each and every American thinks that I'm the center of the universe. I'm the center. I am number one. Well, when we actually find out there's another race, we're going to be fighting the other race to be better.
Snap and sort your expenses to save you $4,600 at tax time. QuickBooks, backing you. We've had beef lovers a lot.
And then eventually we're going to kiss their ass like we do, the Africans. Ooh. They say, they're like, well, your ancestors are the ones that actually put us in slavery. Not my ancestors. The time that we came to America was the time that when they started slavery here in America. And the ships slave owners were from not America. They were from other places. Yeah, we came from there. So does it make our fault? And then if you were so wise, then how come you had traitors amongst yourselves? Sold out their own people. I've never seen a culture before that massacred their own people. They just don't give a shit about each other. And now when we come to America, all of a sudden they do? Like, really? You just don't, dude, you kill each other, by the millions. Or thousands, I mean, sorry, not the billions, thousands. One time there was almost a massacre of 1 million. Killing nuns. Killing children. Killing women. Babies. Doesn't matter. They just go in there and wipe them all out. And how they keep having more people, I don't know. Africa should be wiped out off the face of the map because of all their civil wars, they call it. Maybe it's another way of God saying, look, there's too many people. People are like, we're better than ants, though. Like, ants get too big, what do? You reduce the population, right? We're better than ants. Oh, are we really? Or did we just not find out there's other beings out there that there's other beings that were just ants to them? Well, where the fuck is this guy hiding? I mean, there's troops. It's probably over here somewhere. Yep, he's right there. I knew it. The kick that's been around the room.
Francisco territory. Field position indeed. These NFC West rivals, 49ers and Rams.
Yeah, one day I can't wait to ride in the shuttle myself. Maybe when I get old, we're gonna be like, hey, for $550, you can ride a shuttle to Mars.
But he did it.
But back, it's gonna be like more advanced shuttles, but it's not gonna be like the science movies you see yet. When I die, they'll start making them.
From the creators of Rudy 2, Rudy 3.
For the creators of Rudy 2, Rudy 3.
He's got wings for sale.
Try Target. Delivered to your car door so you can do more. More splash. More style. More smile. Target run and done.
To be a great explorer, you need to be ready for everything and anything. You need intelligent four-wheel drive and active terrain management systems.
Still have 58 left.
The most available drive assist technology of any vehicle in its class. You need enough cargo space for any adventure, but to be the greatest exploration vehicle of all time.
I'm gonna get to 2 million points.
The completely redesigned 2024 Explorer is the greatest exploration.
Doing 10,000 at once.
T-Mobile's newest signal reaches farther than ever before. More secure, more engineers, more talent. Coverage. It's a network that gets you.
I always wondered why cancer is represented by pink, women's favorite color.
Because life can take you almost anywhere. T-Mobile is with you. No signal goes farther or is more reliable than keeping you connected. Start Saturday strong. As superstar QB Jalen Hurts at number 6 Oklahoma. Except their sights on West Virginia. It all starts with big new kickoff at 11 Eastern. And then it's West Virginia, Oklahoma. All part of Big News Saturday on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Today's game is sponsored by KFC. Come enjoy our new Kentucky Fried Wings and Buffalo Honey Barbecue in Nashville High. And by Target at the store or at your door. Target run and done.
The Rams and 49ers have been playing each other since 1950, the only two remaining original NFC West teams. Rams notched 10 straight wins from 70 to 75, while the 49ers won 17 straight in the 90s. Here's the series history. 49ers, of course, played it. The great
3 of them. Damn, there's 3 of them at me.
originally. 17 that's like 8 years.
It's like a gang up, but I'm still winning.
Darrell Henderson, the rookie from Memphis, seeing his first action today at running back against the pitch. Henderson with a good run and a first down, still on his feet. And Darrell Henderson, who had only 1 carry out of the opening game of the season prior to that, picks up 23 yards.
You know, we talk about backs getting an opportunity, but I want you to watch this downfield blocking. Receivers, tight end, Higby knocking people down, and there's Henderson on the cutback run. Receiver, that's Woods out there. Higby getting the knockdown. That's exactly what you need, and you have to think coming in.
1 left.
With at least 3, then we fail. But right now they're in field goal territory, getting that great field position up.
Yeah, but Rams started with the best field position, the 46-yard line. And here's Henderson. It's a running roll. What a runner he looked like in his first 2 carries as he churns his way to the 10-yard line. Good block by the right guard, Austin White.
I don't know who to pick, the Rams or the 49ers, because those are both in California.
Because they talk about him sticking his foot in the ground right there, getting the cutback lane, and the quickness to get that done. The wide handoff and his ability to get back against the grain, get the defense moving one way, and then coming back against the way they're moving and breaking those arm tackles. He's looking dynamic so far, Dave.
First and 10. On the 10, here's Scott looking to throw, and it goes underneath.
Let's check the VIP again.
Written out of bounds at the 5-yard line by Brent Warner. So it'll be second down and goal. Darrell Henderson, by the way, with 2 great runs.
2 million more, and
Memphis.
actually over 2 million more, and we'll be able to get to 6th place,
Real 1-2 punch right now. When you talk about Henderson getting his opportunity,
which I'm going to be doing about
violent kind of
1.5 million left to go.
showing that ability to slash. Now they're moving outside the formation in the slot.
Got to train more troops.
Second and goal from the 5.
we still have 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half. As Malcolm Brown returns to the lineup and Henderson goes out with a tremendous performance.
Well, I wasn't lying to you that they need to get back into balance. This is what they've been. They have shown this illusion of complexity and how good our passing game is, but at the core, Sean McVay wants to run it down your throat.
And Malcolm Brown stopped short of the goal line. And 4th down and goal. No gain on the play. Rams are going to try to drive it into the end zone here. 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions coming into the game.
I like this, too. We just establish ourselves, guys. We're physical, we're nasty, we're going to get it done.
And there's Malcolm Brown charging in. No sign yet. And he didn't make it, apparently. Malcolm Brown is stopped on 4th down and 1, and the 49er defense holds. They try to test the middle of the line to no avail. And the 49ers will take over on downs at the 1-yard line. Looks like DeForest Buckner and DJ Jones were the principal attackers on defense for the 49ers.
3rd down first, and it's all about playing with your hands, making sure that you stand that offensive line. You're reestablishing a line of scrimmage right there. Everybody in there, creating that 4th down, and then 4th down. Watch that line of scrimmage. Watch the penetration by the Niners. That's guts. That's saying, hey guys, we got guts. We got them on this side of the football. We gave you short field position. We gave you an opportunity, and you know what? We'll rise to the great occasion. Look at Robert Saleh right there. You can't get more excited than that.
Taking over on downs, quarterback sneak by Jimmy Garoppolo on 1st down as we wind down to 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Great stop by the 49er defense. Great goal line plays against Sean McVay and his offense, keeping the ball on the ground to no avail.
That's a goal line stand right there. It doesn't get any better than that. You have an opportunity to display your toughness, to display your attitude, and set yourself up as a great defense. Exploit all the way.
2nd down and 8. Golden. And Golden brings it out just past the 5-yard line. It was John Johnson, the strong safety, with help from Corey Littleton. And now it'll be 3rd down coming up.
So 3rd down here, what's your best play action? What have you set up so far today with your running game where you can get somebody in conflict, or you can show a linebacker, you're getting a lead block on, you slip by that guy, dump it over his shoulder to get yourself a 1st down. That's what Kyle Shanahan's going through. He's looking at his chart right now. What have I set up, and how can I take advantage and put a defender in conflict?
Rams call a timeout. They have 1 remaining.
That guy right there, Wade Phillips, trying to figure out the same thing. He's like, if I was Kyle Shanahan, what would I be doing right now? Who would I try to be attacking right now? Do I attack, our linebacker, Samson Effingham, because it's his first start this season? Where do I go? Who do I get?
So the chest bench will be revealed here with the result 3rd down and 6. Tevin Coleman, the tailback, back there with Garoppolo. And Garoppolo's pass flag is down. And pass caught by George Kittle. It'll be a 1st down past the 15. And Dante Fowler, let's see whether he jumped offside for the Rams. If so, the penalty would be declined.
Offside. Defense number 56. Penalty decline. Go for the play. 1st down.
Well, you're going to see him down on the bottom. He's going to be the one that jumps offside.
But look at Kittle. Just use that. Sit down in this zone. Sit down between the 2 defenders. Just have a feel for what they're trying to do, and find yourself that 1st down just over that marker.
11-yard gain, and for Dante Fowler, the 3rd penalty he's committed in this first half, and we're down to the 2-minute warning. Interesting matchup going on here at the LA Coliseum. Two teams relevant at the same time once again. We'll be back.
No, in the basement. Why can't we just get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's run by your chainsaws. If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Huh, barely got it. It moved so fast.
I feel like they should be here right now.
There's only one other place they could be.
Where the Bud Light Platinum?
You're looking for the party turret. This here is the Stern is the Void turret. Completely different turret.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
You need 2 turrets.
Unbelievable.
Bud Light Platinum. Brews of the night.
This week only, large 2-topping pizzas at Domino's are only $5.99 each when you carry out. That's why we had to bring in the big gun.
Dennis Tran, Domino's 4-time world's fastest pizza maker.
Carry out any large 2-topping pizza for $5.99 this week only.
This is Eric Berry. In 2014, he was an all-pro safety for the Kansas City Chiefs. What Eric didn't know, what no one knew, Eric was playing with cancer. Early detection gave him time to fight that cancer, to beat that cancer. And 9 months later, return to what he loves. The NFL created Crucial Catch because early detection can save your life.
And this drive right now from Kyle Shanahan, the head coach of the Niners, is not about scoring. It's not about putting points on the board. It's making sure you go into halftime 7-7. It's about possessing the ball, eating up the clock, and not giving the Rams a chance to get a lead in this game.
Well, player level almost up.
First down. Quick by Garoppolo to Kittle. And Kittle down the sideline to see if he stepped out of bounds, and he did at the 28. You know, the two first offensive minds with the head coaches in this game are, it's been all about defense. The interception by the Rams in the end zone, and then the goal line stand by the 49ers we just witnessed.
Yeah, it's a great point, Dick. In both of these teams, when it's become that situation where it's crucial, where the rubber meets the road, you get the interception, as you mentioned, by the Rams, and then that goal line stand. That's that's really the difference in this game. Not allowing those offenses, those high-powered offenses, to score.
After the 11-yard pass to Kittle on the sideline, first down to Garoppolo, and he completes the pass to Breida out of the backfield, and another 49er first down, and they stop the clock at 1:47 with the ball near the 40, gain of 12.
Well, now your mindset changes, right? You're coming off your own goal line, you're inside the 20, and you're like, hey, man, we just have to possess this ball, make sure we don't give the Rams any time. Now you've got 2 first downs back-to-back on passing game, and now you're looking at it, hey, we're in that 40 area, approaching that first to 2-yard line. Now we can open up a little bit and see what we come up with here.
And 2 timeouts remaining. First down, Garoppolo gets rid of it in a hurry and completes the pass. It'll be another first down. This one to Marquise Goodwin. And 49ers smartly marching there at midfield now. It's still a minute and a half remaining. 2 timeouts left in this first half. It's a pass knocked away. And Corey Littleton nearly had an opportunity for an interception.
Corey Littleton just read the eyes of the quarterback. Watch him eyeball the quarterback. The head never changes. It's right there to the intended target. Corey Littleton just
jumps it. That's why you play defense right there. That's right in the it's right in your. That's a touchdown, Dick. That's a touchdown.
Or a drop ball.
Yeah, well, you know, it could have been a touchdown. I suppose it's not a touchdown because he dropped.
Second down and 10. And a quick pass and tackle quickly. Debo Samuel. And good quick defense by the Rams. It looked like Miguel Roby called him. So third down and 12. Clock winding down. To a minute. Third and 12.
You can look this block. Say wind down, it looks like the Rams timeout.
Final timeout. Los Angeles. 30-second timeout.
And a timeout called by the Rams. They're out of timeouts right now. Let's check in with Kurt Menefee up the road at Fox Studios.
Coming up on the Visa halftime, we'll check in on the Windows Jets. They take on the Cowboys. We'll look in on the earlier game in London. Plus, the Titans were a mile high.
If they're in London, do they call it like kilometer high?
That game's in Denver. The earlier game was in London. Don't worry about it. We'll straighten it out on Visa halftime.
We get the idea.
I think that's reasonable. I think, Terry, that was reasonable.
Good question. So 58 seconds on the clock, third down and 12. One play could get him into field goal range.
Hand this ball off. Don't use the incomplete pass. Hand it off. Let the clock run.
Garoppolo, though, is going to throw, and it completes to Kittle. And Kittle is tackled at the 41, so the 49ers are in field goal range now with a gain of 11. As the clock runs, 45 seconds remaining in the half.
I think you have to punt this football. I just don't think you can chance into this field goal.
You're about 2 yards shy.
So yeah, I just think you either punt this or you let this clock run down. You call the timeout, but I just don't think you can chance it.
They're going to line up in a hurry on fourth down. They'll call it 4th and 1. And they call the timeout, leaving them with 1.
Third and final timeout. San Francisco. Correction, second timeout.
They have one more timeout remaining. Coming up on the
Look at the troops behind him.
Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Tony bringing up to date on the early game. Arizona Cardinals won last week, winning again. So big game for the NFC West with Seattle beating the Browns. And the Rams and 49ers locked in a 7-7 battle here. 4th down and 1. Right now from here will be a 59-yard field goal try for Robbie Gould.
Oh, another glitch, huh?
And it's going to be Garoppolo with the keeper, and we'll have the first down with 11 seconds left. And 10 seconds to go, and
Now he's walking in circles, so it makes a longer walk.
49ers have
Like, really, man? Come on.
So the 49ers have the one timeout, and they're using it here. Robbie Gould missed 3 field goals, 1 block last week. And when we talked to Kyle Shanahan, he has his 3rd long snapper, Garrison Sanford, the former Buccaneer, but he said that wasn't a factor in that game. Kyle Nelson, suspended for a couple of games more, is the regular long snapper for the 49ers. But
No timeouts. Like 3 missed field goals last week. You have the block. You can't afford to have one block. This is a 50. It would be a 55-yarder if you attempted tonight here. But they're content running the play.
I'm gonna lose just because I can't find the fucking troops.
taking the lead, Garoppolo, right by 1 out of bounds, holding the intended receiver. Now we're down
They're hiding somewhere. Just don't know where.
You said all along, once they got the ball.
Oh, I won. Oh.
They just wanted to make sure.
Then why did it make me through the whole time? I don't understand.
The deficit.
Well, I'm surprised. Like I have been saying, hey, get on me, run the ball right here, eat up the clock, get out of here. But Kyle Shanahan is playing this very aggressive. Remember, Corey Littleton had a big six that dropped in this drive as well. So I disagree with him, but you know what? He's the one.
No time separating. Here's Garoppolo. And he throws it out of bounds, and they're going to try the field goal. Robbie Gould is going to come on with 3 seconds to go. Gould said, this is by far the worst ever I have kicked in my career. He's missed 5 of 12 coming into this game. This will be a 55-yard try, and Dan Hale, who was down on the field watching it, said he really had his problems in the pregame warm-up as well.
Can't listen to the music too loud.
Field goal attempt
No.
by Robbie Gould.
At least someone's watching it.
This kick is going to be
Thanks for watching, though, guys. And